Welcome to another episode of Laurie Maves ART, live intuitive painting, painting and counting shapes for calming. So if you have watched my live streams before, this won't be new to you, but if you're new to the channel, if you're new to Substack, if you're new to this gig here, what I do on a daily basis, here from my studio in the Gulf Coast of Florida, in the United States. I have been working on this very large landscape painting that was a large orange, kind of like a Japanese, I don't know why. It just felt that way to me. Anyway, it's an enormous painting, 8 foot. Hi, Sally Soleil. Hi. Oh, God bless you. So I've been working on this really large painting and I just want to keep cranking it out. And when I go live, it actually um, keeps me engaged, it keeps me on track, it keeps me on the project. So I'm going for about 10,000 shapes, and so far I'm into this piece for 5,374 shapes. Les Miserables. Less miserable. Let's all be less miserable. Like counting shapes, and Sally is a yoga health and wellness practitioner. Thanks for joining. So what I'm doing is today I'm working on, there was an orange painting under this, and so I'm adding these colors and hues and shapes on top. It's turning out to be like a large mosaic. So I'm going to work on this segment today, and I've decided this is kind of the lower part of the painting, so I'm going to go with kind of like stone shapes here. And so they're going to be lots of kind of larger circles. I'm just mixing my paint right now. I'm working with oil paint. Today I'm using titanium white. I have a gold. I've got kind of like a nice light green in there. Nice celery chartreuse. And then some blues. It's amazing how you just only need a tiny, tiny bit to get painting. To get the pigment to shift, you only need just a tiny, tiny fraction. So it's pretty good. So we'll count today and paint shapes. And I encourage you to try this at home sometime. Obviously, you don't have to do it large scale, but if you have like a notebook or a journal, sketchbook, and you want to use it as a way to kind of manage anxiety or find a self-soothing or calming practice, you can also do this in your journal or sketchbook. You can do it all this way. It's just making shapes and just connecting them one after the other after the other. That's what I like to encourage people to do. And then sometimes you come with you might even have a nice result as an end image, an end product of your shape making, but doesn't have to be about that. It really is just about the practice of learning different ways to self-soothe that don't involve a bunch of things that are bad for us. The only thing potentially bad about this is just the paint view, so that's why our fan's going. Speaking of fans, I'm going to turn this other one on. Well, you guys, on a Sunday, you know where Sally's at, it's much later in the world. She's at. What kind of brush am I going to use? I need to go get a brush. Hang tight, my friends. Don't go anywhere. Yeah, like yoga flow. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I have been working on this painting. I don't know how many days straight now, but why don't you join me? Or you can just have my voice rambling on in the background. Let's start over here in the corner with one. You might need a bigger brush. Yeah, we need a bigger brush. Like we're gonna need a bigger boat. Jaws. There's one. This brush. So I can always make them smaller. Two. Three. And then 6. 7. Did I skip 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Brain gymnastics. 8. 9. I think I'm gonna put these large ones throughout and then come back with smaller ones. That might be a solution. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kind of like that's a different way of working. 10. 12. Spray paint is just so fun to work with. It just blends so nice and lightly. It's just a dream to work with. 12, 12, 12. 13. It kind of looks like an Easter egg. 13. 15. Should I do that? It's 1. I don't know. 15. 15. 16. It's a funny place to be out here when I'm working, waiting for your painting to tell you what it wants to do. 16. I always wonder who's in control, right? You or the painting. It's like you're walking your dog and you see a dog pulling on its owner. Who's walking who? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16. 16 shapes today. I'm thinking I'll take the rest of this space here and do very tiny pieces. So that's what's going to happen. Hi, LMJ. Thanks for joining. And Roger, thank you for coming onto the live stream today. 16. Now I'm going to look for, maybe I'll make them really small. Maybe cool ones. Little tiny gold shapes. 16. You're going to be able to see this. 16. If you want to answer, let me know. I might have to do the camera closer. Maybe you'll be able to see 16, 17, 18, 19. Thirty, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 58, 59. I might just go with that. 40, 41. 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. It's funny how when you're, hi Miranda. Oh, I have announcements today. I'm at 50. So I'm going to stop for 1 second. So Miranda's going to laugh at me. I think you tried this the other day. You can't, doing this painting while talking to an audience, while trying to count shapes, while trying to decide, or this is where the intuitive part comes in. You just let it take over and then don't worry if you're making the right marks or not. Thank you, Miranda. It's funny how, like, just this segment is different than the way I've approached the rest of it. And I'm just going to let that flow without trying to edit it or change it. That's what I want to say about that. But also I have 3 announcements, which I'm going to say now and I'm going to say at the end of the video, is that today is International Women's Day. And if you're watching this, you're likely an international woman because people are likely where I'm live streaming and where you're watching from, or in different parts of the world. So let's celebrate you. Let's celebrate me. And you can celebrate by buying artwork from an international artist. That's one day you can do. Celebrate International Women's Day. Or, just say, happy day, women. It is difficult for the brain. So Miranda was trying to talk the other day and explain her sketchbook process while doing a recording, and it's brain gymnastics. That was my first announcement, International Women's Day. Second announcement is Miranda. Now, I'm going to try my best Dutch accent. Must be Dutch. Miranda van den Heuvel. Miranda van den Heuvel. 1 or 2. Miranda is graciously going to speak with me tomorrow about her creative process. She did a almost 2-month-long residency. Heuvel. We're going to get it right tomorrow. And Miranda was living in Portugal doing an artist residency there. And I think it was like 6 or 8 weeks. It was a long time. So I want to talk to her about that process. what she learned from her residency. Is there any way her artwork changed or was influenced by the culture around you? I think that's inevitable that that can happen. Um, and so excited to be speaking with her about that. And a third announcement is that for more local people who are watching this, if you're local to the Gulf area or Sarasota, next Saturday, the 14th, I am going to be painting live at Copenhagen Imports, which is a very lovely furniture store that I have developed a partnership with, and they are um, showing my paintings in their showrooms, and it's beautiful. Their furniture is beautiful, and so I'm just honored to be a part of that. Back to painting. Rand, I'm very much looking forward to our conversation tomorrow. And so, again, if you guys can tune in, it'll be tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time, which is noon, and it'll be 5 p.m. for if you're in the timeline of Brussels or Paris. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 60. What's great about working on the edge here is that I don't like it. It'll likely get folded out when it's stretched. 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. This is almost looks like leopard skin over here. 97, 98, 99, 100. Stop at 100 here. Just going to do an assessment on how. Yeah, I think that's shaping out okay. One from I like that color palette. They wanted to be kind of lighter and more natural, but not neutral and boring. So finding the right mix of neutral colors, but not being boring. 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 112, 113, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 126, 127, 29, 130, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. My cat wants to come in. 136, 137, 38, 139, 140. I'll get to 150 and I'll let him in. 141, 142, 143, 144, 145, 46, 147, 48, 149, 150, 150. Hello, welcome. Is it Rach? Thank you for a rock. Welcome to the channel. What? You want to come in? Are you coming in or not? No? 150. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. So this is going to be large stone shapes with tiny stone shapes. But I feel like I want some larger ones in there. So 150 is where we're at. Just add a little bit of light here. Changing it too much. 15, 150, 150. Still at 150. Okay. Let's make some more here. 151. 151. Did you guys collect rocks as a kid? I still collect rocks. 152. I have this great story about this rock I picked up at Machu Picchu. 53. We should talk about that. 153. 154. 154. I realize that I can seem really crazy when I'm doing this, but I appreciate you guys for tuning in, hanging out with me here. 154. Let's make this a little bit more dark on the bottom. It's kind of fun, huh? 54. And this afternoon, I'm going to go visit my friend Heather. She is having an art show, SRQ East Studios, 154. So if you're in the Sarasota area, you can visit them. Message me and I'll give you the information. 154. 154. 154. 154. Let's go small. Oh. 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 163, 164, 165, 166, 167, 168, 169, 170, 171, 172, 173, 174, 175, 176, 177, 178, 179, 180, 181, 182, 183. Don't you feel calmer already? 184, 185, 186, 187. Of course you do. 188. And if you don't feel calm, this might not be the right channel for you. 189, 190, 191, 192, 193, 194, 195, 196, 197, 198, 199, 200, 201, 202, 203, 204, 205, 206. Fun. 207. Fun. I'm loving it. 208, 209. I like this decision that was made. To 10, to 11, to 12. I'm going to repeat that. To 13, to 14, to 15, to 16, to 17, to 18, to 19, to 20. Let's stop at 222 and then I can say something. 21, 222. 222. So what's interesting when you're painting, and I'd be curious to see what other artists are watching this, how when your composition is like a math problem, and I know there are artists out there that actually grid out their canvases first and they delineate the composition with triangles and math skills, and there's a word for that, which I can't think of right now. Um, but my paintings are not that formalized in planning. They're just they just happen. So sometimes that can be wonderful and freeing because I'm not limited to any definitive composition or colors, or it has to look like anything, or it's supposed to look like something. That's the beauty about abstract and intuitive painting, is you can just roll with it. The flip side is that if you don't have a plan and that causes anxiety, it could send you in the other direction. So this is also a really wonderful way of just kind of letting go of planning and just letting something like a painting happen the way it's supposed to happen, which I realize is putting a lot of faith in the universe. But what else do we have? If we don't have faith that our artwork is going to turn out the way it's supposed to turn out, the way it wants to turn out, as if it had its own life force, if it had its own memory. It's a beautiful thing about painting. And I'm always curious about that, how other artists feel about that. Is if you just allow your paintings to evolve the way they want to, and don't force them into something they're not, it's like you're just the channel for this form and shape to come about. 2:22. Okay, kids, that is 30 minutes of live painting today. I'm going to stop at 2:22. That's a good place to stop. So in total, what I like to do is take you guys back. So in total, the painting now has, do my math here, 5,596 shapes. So my goal is to get to 10,000. Let me take you up close here. Hi, Juliana, catching us at the tail end of this, but thanks for tuning in. So far I have 5,596. This is the section I worked on today. I'm really liking the way that's coming out, like stones. I'm saving this big central mountain for the end. That's making me a little anxious too. I want to make it quote unquote perfect, but that's putting way too much pressure on me, right? Miranda, some paintings evolve very quickly because they are right there. Others have taken me years. They are like good wine and need to be put in a dark corner for a while before they can be finished. 100%. I agree with you 100%. That happens a lot. I'm also at the point of my life in painting where I want to get rid of all these paintings that haven't been resolved. So I'm either bringing them back out, giving them a new life. And that's a lot of what these paint overs are. Because I'm sure, like you, I don't want to be in the painting storage business. So here it is. I'm going to run the time lapse for the rest of the day. Thank you guys for joining me here. Thanks for watching this painting evolve. I'm really happy with how those are turning out like stones. I really kind of see like a bunch of stones along the front there, along the foreground. I'll see you tomorrow, Miranda. And you guys, if you guys tune in too, you can join us for a lovely conversation. Ask some questions. Join in our creative process. Enjoy International Women's Day. Go support an international woman. And enjoy the day with one less hour if you live in a daylight savings time zone, which we don't need that. I don't need that anymore. We don't need to save daylight time. Just live our lives, right? Have a great day, guys. Bye.